What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Chris, man. We are here at the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. It is Monday, July 14th, 2025. My name is Chris Drummond. I am a freelance sports reporter based out of Minnesota here, proprietor of this podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder, where I bring individuals on and talk about their why and get to know them outside of their occupation. I got a special guest that's going to be coming on with me today. Her name is Renee Aldana, and she is an MMJ based out of Madison, Wisconsin. And we're going to talk to her about her why of getting into journalism. And we're going to ask her some get to know you questions. So without any further ado, I introduce you to the wonderful, talented, and the beautiful Renee. Hello, Renee. How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. You look absolutely lovely tonight. Just
Thank
wanted to say that
you.
first off. And
Thank
I
you.
I also want to say thank you for allocating your time to me to come on my podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder. I really do appreciate it. I want to ask you, how was your weekend and how is your Monday going?
Yeah, my weekend was fun. I work weekends, so it is a grind on the weekends. It's a small crew at my news station,
Mhm.
so long hours, and every day is a new day, new story. So it was fun. Today is my day off, Monday and Tuesday, so I went to the zoo, got to
Oh,
do that, which was really fun. It's free here in Madison, so got to
oh,
walk around a little bit. That was nice. And now I'm here chopping it up with you. Looking forward to it. So, yeah, good Monday so far.
yeah, absolutely. Sounds like a great Monday. No question about
Mhm.
that. I want to reiterate to you, Renee, why I wanted to have you on here. Because I'm a journalist. I've been so for the past 7 years. Started in Atlanta, Georgia, when I was in college, and then I was doing some local stuff with Atlanta, Georgia. Then I moved to Minnesota. And then I went full time here, and now I'm freelance. Got a chance to do the Super Bowl this past year, which was absolutely amazing for a network. That was awesome. But I love talking to different journalists about their why. I know you're an MMJ out there in Madison, Wisconsin, so you're really right next door to me because I'm in Minnesota here. You're in Wisconsin, which is amazing. Um, but I also know that the reason why I love talking to journalists about their why is because it's so rare that we get a chance to sit down with each other like this, because we're always used to getting the stories, going to the sources, asking the questions, doing the interviewing ourselves. That I wanted to create a platform to where I could bring people on and they could talk about their story because everybody's story of getting into this industry is unique, is different, but it's also special. And your story is just as special as anyone else's. So I really do appreciate you allocating your time to me today.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I love it. I think it's very cool what you're doing. I also love to hear people's stories. So I think the amount of videos that you've gotten done on your show is incredible. Like you are definitely working out there. So I'm super honored to be on here for sure.
Well, thank you, Renee. I appreciate that so much. No question. And my first question to you is the same as it always is with every guest that's on here, and that is, what is your why? Why do you do what you do? Did you have any inspirations? Any role models growing up? Ultimately, what led you into a career of journalism?
Yeah, so it was a crazy journey. I did not go to college right out of high school. I took some years off and I did a
Mhm.
bunch of little jobs. I'm originally from Southern California. So I used to be
Oh,
a telemarketer at one point, selling some solar over the phone. And, it was very Wolf of Wall Street vibes in there, high
oh,
energy,
okay.
got used to getting rejected over the phone, learned
Mhm.
so much from all that.
Sure,
Um, but
sure.
then COVID hit, and I decided, I'm going to go back to school. And I would say one of the first kind of inspirations that I had to go back to school was Justin Herbert. During COVID football season, I felt like that was how a lot of people connected through times where we couldn't really be in person together. And just
Yeah.
that community was amazing, and I loved it. And so I wanted to be a football sideline reporter, and I was set and ready to go. And then once I got to college, I was like, maybe not. Don't know. I'm just gonna open up my horizons and see what
Right,
happens.
right.
Um, And then getting into local news now, it's just changed my perspective on journalism a ton. I did a lot of only sports in college, which was also amazing because I get to share, these beautiful stories, especially at Michigan State, where all around athletically pretty great.
Absolutely.
So being here and getting to talk to community members and see what it means to them to share their stories has been really powerful just in the past couple months that I've been here. So
I love
couple
that.
year and a half left, but yeah, I'm enjoying it for sure. It's different, but I
I
love
love
it.
that. I
Mhm.
so love that, Renee. And that's a great answer to start off this conversation. Like I said, everybody's path and journey is not conventional, it's not traditional. I mean, it's their own path, right? Like you say, you took some years off to kind of figure some things out, and then you was able to figure it out, and then you wanted to go where you wanted to go. And I love the fact that you say you're from Southern California, because I too am from Southern California. I grew up in San Diego, California. Um,
What?
yeah, I did.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So are you a Chargers fan? Yes or no?
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up a Chargers
Okay.
fan.
Yes.
I Now, did you grow up in San Diego?
I'm from Riverside.
Oh, so you're close. You're close
I'm
by.
very close. Yes, yes. I would
Absolutely.
drive down to Mexico a lot. So I was driving through there, stopping for food all the time because you guys have amazing food down there
Absolutely.
and really
Absolutely.
matched with beautiful views. I love it down there.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
My first few years of living in San Diego, I used to live in El Cajon Boulevard, which is Normal Heights area.
Mhm.
And then I went to school out there, elementary and went elementary, middle, and high school. But my high school years, I lived right across the street from Qualcomm Stadium. So
Okay.
that's where I live. Where in the Qualcomm Stadium, for those that eventually will see this, is where the Chargers played, and the
Mhm.
Padres played at one time before they made Petco Park.
Yeah.
So definitely a huge Chargers fan. I actually cried in one of the playoff games where the Chargers lost to the Patriots. I was young, and I cried. I was in tears.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
was the only game that I cried at for sure, because I just knew my Chargers were the best team
Yeah.
spoken that year. That was the year LT won MVP, which is my favorite player.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
We had some amazing years with
Mhm.
unfortunate endings. Our team
Yeah.
is something else. You have to be tough to be a fan. But unfortunately, I never actually got to see that stadium. I saw them on SoFi multiple times. Love SoFi. It's like a
Mhm.
spaceship. Super cool. But unfortunately, didn't get to go see them in San Diego, which being from Riverside, I feel like is so unfortunate that I only got to see this like LA side of the
Right.
Chargers. But so I'm very
Absolutely.
jealous of you that you got to experience that because I'm sure it
Well,
was epic.
I'm definitely jealous of you because I have not seen SoFi yet,
Oh,
and I
it's
really
cool.
would like to. I do have a family out in the Los Angeles area still, so maybe this year I'll come
Yeah.
out there and check out a game. Maybe. So
Yeah, I would recommend the 300 level. It's like perfectly, you can see the field, you can see the big screen. It's like a perfect happy medium because that place is huge. It's big.
okay, I like
Yeah.
that. That's what's up. Well, we're off to a wonderful start here. Now, you did mention it. You went to Michigan State University. Talk to
Mhm.
me about were there any other schools that could have persuaded you from going to Michigan State University?
Um, I was interested in Syracuse and also Oregon. Following Justin. I wanted to go out there.
Okay,
But and then USC originally when I went back to community college, all of my pre-classes that I took, I did 2 years, so I saved a ton of money because I paid out of state. So that was
sure,
very
sure.
helpful. Yeah,
Yeah.
but during those 2 years, thought I was going to go to USC, and then when the time came to transfer, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go somewhere out of state. And so Michigan State, my mom was born in Michigan. She was born in Pontiac. So all of her
Okay.
family is out there. And I got to know her family, which I had never met before. And so that was really special for me. And that was a huge reason why I decided to move out there.
I love that. That's amazing. Now, did you get a chance to meet Tom Izzo?
Yeah, me and Tom were friends. Yeah, not like on a name basis, but when I graduated, I got a picture with him on my way out. I was like, I've been looking for you for weeks, and we need a photo right now. And so he was
Okay.
kind enough to let me snap a selfie. But I did a lot of freelancing as a utility with NBC. And so I was always on the sidelines for basketball. So I would have to help out the camera guy when they were interviewing Tom. And Tom is amazing. He smiles at everybody, he jokes with everybody. He
Yes.
is he's Tom. I mean, he's epic, he's iconic, he's everything over there
I
for
love
us
that.
for sure. Yeah.
I love that. You said that you did utility for ESPN. I too
Mhm.
do utility for ESPN as well.
Nice.
There's a company that is called Ming Entertainment. I don't
Yes,
know if
those are
you
my people
okay.
too. Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
you know about that. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. So
Yeah.
yes, I first started that in Atlanta, Georgia, when I went to
Mhm,
undergrad and school out
mhm,
there, and I actually
mhm.
did the Chick-fil-A kickoff game. I would do Athens games at times. I would do Georgia Tech games sometimes, and I moved out here and they did a
Okay,
couple of
yeah.
University of Minnesota games. So
Wow.
yeah, I definitely know about Ming Entertainment
Yeah.
and being utility for that. That's what's up.
It's
See,
hard work. It's not easy. It's
no,
people think
no,
it's easy. It is not, especially, like they like to be like, "Oh, here, let me help you with the ball." I'm like, "Let me grab this case real quick, throw it in the car." Like I'm trying to go. You guys are trying to have four people carry this.
absolutely,
I got this. Let's go. Let's
absolutely.
let's get packing. Let's get going. It was so much fun. I'm actually still going to be working Michigan State football this year.
Oh,
I'm starting off with Fox game one. Super excited to be
wow.
back on the field. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they playing in Wisconsin or are you gonna go up there?
I'm going up there. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going
okay.
up there.
Got you. I like
Hmm.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. It's not a far
Yeah.
drive. My family's over there. I just moved over here. So it ends up working out. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, as you should be, Renee. That's so
Mhm.
awesome. And I would love to hear more utility stories as well. And if, once I sign up for them, I'll tell you about mine as well. That's for sure. No
Yeah.
doubt. No doubt. Okay. I want to ask you some favorite questions.
Mhm.
You just give me the 411 off the rip based upon these favorite questions I ask. Okay. So here we
Okay.
go.
Mhm.
Favorite meal you like to cook?
Ooh, favorite meal I like to cook. It's it's always a go-to salmon bowl. I feel like fried
Oh,
rice, salmon, avocado, sriracha. I feel like I always go back to that meal. It never gets old.
okay, now that sounds
Mhm.
damn good. I'm not even gonna lie to you on that one. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's easy. Air fryer the salmon, make some rice. Super
Hmm.
easy. Mhm.
I love tacos. That's my go-to. Doesn't matter if it's chicken, steak, or turkey ground. Doesn't matter. I just
What are
love
the
me.
toppings?
Definitely cheese. Definitely lettuce, tomatoes.
That's so Midwest. So
Yeah, yeah,
Midwest.
yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
that's funny.
You got to shower it with cheese in
Yeah.
my tacos. No question about that. No
Yeah.
doubt. Okay, I'm with you on that.
Uh,
Favorite concert you've ever attended?
In California, we have so many music festivals, and I've had so many epic music festivals. Seeing Justin Bieber a couple times was pretty fun, but I just seen Morgan Wallen at Camp Randall, and it was their first concert in 30 years. It was raining. I went
Oh wow.
alone, and it was like it was epic, and I think that might be my favorite now. Yeah.
That is awesome. That's really
Yeah, it was
awesome.
fun.
The fact that you also went alone is awesome too. Because I've been
Yeah.
alone. I went to concerts alone as well. So yes, absolutely understand
Mm-hmm.
that dynamic for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The Weekend is probably my favorite. No
Ooh,
question
yeah.
about that. Seeing him, he puts on quite a show. Alicia Keys
Hmm.
does too, for
Wow.
sure.
Yeah.
Seeing them too, for sure. It's two of my favorites.
Yeah. My sister's
Um,
actually seen The Weeknd 6 times. She just seen him when he was in LA recently too. She
my
loves
God.
him. Yeah. She
Yeah.
also says he puts on a show. So I could see
Mhm.
how you would say that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Renee, your sister definitely got some great taste in music. That's all I got to say about
Yeah.
that. That's amazing, no doubt. Favorite place you've ever traveled to?
Mm, um, I would say I drove through Colorado Springs. I drove back and forth to Michigan a couple times from California. One time I
Oh
drove through
wow.
Colorado Springs and it was beautiful. So definitely over there.
You said you drove? That had to be at least
Yeah.
a 18-hour to 20-hour drive.
36.
All right. Well, I'm not I'm definitely not a math major. That's for damn sure.
It's a couple days. Yeah, it's a couple days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. God bless your heart. That's for sure. Okay. Colorado is beautiful, no question. Denver, if
Mhm.
you ever get a chance to go to Denver, Denver is definitely a beautiful city.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite city, though, if I'm picking in the U.S., is probably New Orleans. Yeah, I
Okay.
fell in love with New Orleans. I really did.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
went there
That's
for
on
the
the
Super
bucket
Bowl,
list.
the food was amazing. The beignets were
Mhm.
amazing. The
Mhm.
jambalaya is amazing. The gumbo is amazing. Oh, it was just to die for real. But if we're talking out of country, I would say Jamaica. That's my favorite.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good
Hmm.
one. I want to go
Absolutely.
there as well. Food,
Definitely. If you need
music,
any
all
tips, give
that.
me a call. We can make it happen. I can let you know. No doubt
Yeah.
about it. No
Oh,
doubt. Okay. Favorite sport that you like to see in person? Favorite sport that you like to watch on TV? They can be the same sport.
okay. Okay. They are different. They are different. Favorite sport to watch in person? Oh man, because I wanted to say basketball, but then I like want to
Mhm.
say tennis. But I'm gonna say basketball because we're just more goofy out there. Everybody's got like, the teams are goofy out there, even though sometimes things are real. Like it's a lot of fun to watch them interact. Tennis is like a one-on-one sport, so you get to see the personality of those players a lot, which I
Yeah.
love. And
Hmm.
the sport isn't crazy, but I think basketball in person for sure. It's a good
Okay.
one. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Now, what's your favorite sport to watch on TV?
F1, that one's great. Formula
Mm.
One, love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting more people here on the podcast that are starting to pick F1 as a very good sport to watch on TV. I'm
Hmm.
familiar with Lewis Hamilton.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
no question about that.
Hmm.
But I'm not familiar with the sport as far as the races go. But I do know they do the
Yeah.
Grand Prix.
Hmm.
And I do know that people are just more interested in saying that on this platform, and they love watching it. So
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that more. Now, basketball,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm a huge basketball person. The Lakers are my
Mhm.
favorite team. They've always been. Um, and I'm a huge basketball fan, huge March Madness fan. Um, Looking to try to cover March Madness early next year. I'm looking to
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
amazing. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that I can squeeze that in for sure.
Yeah. I got to work it when I was in Detroit, and it was everything you could imagine.
Okay.
It was awesome. It was Elite Eight and Sweet 16, and it
Mm-hmm.
was the year that Purdue won. It was Tennessee Purdue on Sunday, and Purdue ended up moving on, which I was a little stung a little bit just because Purdue and Michigan State that year,
Right. Right.
it was hard to watch them be as successful as they were. My grandma's from Tennessee. I got to interview them in the locker room before they practiced, so I felt like I kind of wanted them to win. But it was cool to be there. It was really cool.
Yeah, that
And to have
sounds
it in
amazing.
Detroit too was awesome.
Of all places, right? That's what's up.
Hmm.
I love that. That's what's up. It's pretty
Hmm.
dope. I'm a foodie, Renee. So this
Hmm.
last favorite has to do with food. What is your favorite restaurant to eat at?
In and out.
Renee, where in the hell have you been all my life? What is going on? You are
In and out. I've been at In and Out.
that is perfect. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. You're
Hmm.
the first person on this podcast that has said In and Out as a food favorite. There's nobody else
What?
that said that. There's nobody else that said that. Nobody else.
That's criminal.
It is criminal. It is. I'm totally with you. Now, obviously, we may
Mhm.
get different foods, but I'm a double double kind of guy with a
Okay.
vanilla shake. That's me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just regular hamburger, chopped chilies, grilled onion, fries, sauce in the packet on the side. Normally a vanilla shake as well. Sometimes not because it's already a lot. So I'll get like a little Diet Coke or whatever if I'm feeling like I want to restrict myself. But normally,
Right.
I'm eating everything else. Yeah.
I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. Okay. Obviously,
Yeah.
when I go back out to California, I'm gonna have to do In and Out again for sure because I haven't had it in obviously years. been quite some time. But I
Yeah.
when I do touch back down in Wisconsin, I'm gonna have to say what's up to you for sure.
Yes, yes. Madison is amazing. There's so much stuff to do here. It is, I
Mm,
mean, it's a college town, so it's
absolutely.
it's amazing. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. I'm definitely going to have to touch down there for sure. Because I love football and I would love to go and
Mhm.
watch a football game there for sure.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your day to day. You know, being an MMJ, in most markets, sometimes you starting out as a one man band. I'm not sure if that's what you are, but if you're a one man band, you're carrying the equipment, you're setting up the equipment, you're you're producing, you're writing. There's times where you probably have to do your makeup in the car. There's, there's all kind of times where you work crazy type of hours. You know, and but 2 days are never the same. Every
Mhm.
day is different in journalism, right? You're covering a different story, doing something different. So talk to me about your process of getting ready to go to work. How many stories are you doing a day? What is your time of or hours of operation? Like as far as when do you start, when do you finish, and stuff like that.
Yeah, so luckily, I don't do my makeup in the car. I work 2 to 11. So I have my morning, which is absolutely lovely. I typically wake up around 7 in the morning, even though I work really late. I am an early bird.
Yeah, me too.
So I have to. It's just, and my cat will be waking me up for food. Like he does not play. As soon as he sees me
Right.
twitch, he's like, all right, sun's up, we're up, feed me. So I'm up. And then I normally hit a hot yoga class around 8:30, get
Okay.
back around 10. I will cook my food for lunch or yeah, for dinner typically because I'm there late and I have so many snacks that I prepare. I have to have options, when
Sure.
I get
Sure.
there. And then I'll do my makeup, typically start around 12, makeup, hair, get ready, head out. I'm super close to the station. So that is nice. And then yeah, I clock in. We have our little editorial meeting, figure out what I'm doing, and I'm off. And it's different because night is pretty light too for the crew.
Yep.
So when I get in, we have an editorial meeting where there's all kinds of people there. But then once I get my assignment, I'm typically out the door, and when I come back, there's maybe three people there. So it's kind of nice. I kind of like it because this is my first job. I get to kind of maybe mess up a little bit and not all eyes are on me.
Right.
I have a little bit of like wiggle room and I also have more time to work on my stories because our show is 10 p.m. So I have hours where I can actually kind of try to develop something. I am the only nightside reporter right now. So sometimes I get assigned to things that like this is a must and we don't have anybody else and you have to go, which
Absolutely.
is kind of nice. Sometimes I don't have to like try to scramble and figure out like, oh my gosh, I don't have anything
Like
today
what story
because
am I gonna do? Right.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Right.
the only one they got. Weekend, I'm the only one right now. So
Mhm.
I'm that girl right now. But I do still like have to pitch my ideas and it's different because I only did sports before and I didn't really grow up watching local news. So I didn't really know like how to identify what is a story and what isn't.
Right.
But I got a great team with me and there's tons of stuff happening in Madison. So it's just kind of working out. I don't know. Every day is like it's my first time doing something because it's something so different. So it's fun, it's
Absolutely.
challenging, but yeah, they are long hours, crazy stories every day. If it's on the news, then it's got to be crazy. So, just trying to figure out how to like decompress and stuff like that. But I think yoga helps out a lot. And my cat too is
Oh,
he
well, that's
helps
nice. I like
sometimes.
that. Fun
Yeah.
fact here: never been to a yoga class. I've never went to yoga. That's
Mm-hmm.
just not to say that I won't.
Uh-huh.
Because people have been encouraging me. That I've had friends from Atlanta or friends from back home in California that say, "Chris, you should try yoga sometime." I just haven't been bold enough to try it yet, but eventually I will. That's for sure.
Mhm.
But I love that time slot, that 2 to 11, right?
Mhm.
It's because for me, I'm a night owl anyway. Obviously, being in sports are, as you know, evenings and weekends. So I'm so used to being up to 12, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I can be up that late. I hate absolutely waking up early in the morning, although my body is kind of trained to wake up at like 7,
Mhm.
8 o'clock. It's just trained to do that. So when I do, I try to typically go to the gym at least 4 times a week,
Mhm.
minimum. Definitely four. And then what I try to do is definitely fix me a little something something to eat as far as breakfast. That's my favorite food. If I can have breakfast like all day, every day, it'd be great because I love breakfast food. I really
What's for
do.
breakfast? Like, what's your go-to breakfast?
Definitely pancakes,
Okay.
eggs, turkey, bacon.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
Traditional American breakfast. Pull up to Denny's.
absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
a grand slam right there. Like
absolutely, absolutely. Just
yeah.
some, if I can have wheat pancakes, because they do the wheat. I
Oh
love
yeah,
wheat. I
yeah.
love the wheat pancakes.
Okay.
If I can have some of that and then have some turkey bacon with some eggs, that'd be great. If I want to
Mhm.
switch it up a little bit, then I'll probably have some raisin toast. Uh, and then I'll have some turkey sausages or patties with some hash browns. Yeah, and then obviously I have to slam it down with a high C. That's my guilty pleasure. I gotta have a high C if I'm there for sure, for
Thank
sure.
you for the ideas because I'm so bad with breakfast. So I
Hmm.
needed that. I needed to hear all those right now.
Absolutely. Listen. I'm your guy. Just let me.
Yeah,
I got a slew
clearly.
full of days, a
Yeah.
slew full of ideas. Trust me. Trust me on that. That's awesome. I want to ask you this next question because it kind of segues with the last question, and that is mental health and work life balance. A lot of colleagues of mine have left this industry because of mental health being affected, right? Because they working all the time, not getting the proper time off, feel like they're going 160 miles per hour like a NASCAR, and they feel burnt out. But you also have the work life balance, which is troublesome too because you're missing time with your family, your friends. Like you said, you just moved to Wisconsin, which I'm not sure if you're there by yourself, but I know I'm here by myself in Minnesota, and my mother's in Georgia, along with my aunt, uncle. My dad is in New York, and I love being around family. I do. I love being around family, but I also knew I had to chase a dream, so I stepped away and came here to further my skills. Talk to me about how you keep your mental health strong, but also have that work life balance. Because Renee, you seem like a wonderful woman to be around. There's no question. I wouldn't mind being around you, and I think anybody would say that. But you also seem like a very hardworking woman too, as well.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I call my family. I call my dad mainly all the time, or he calls me when he has like a little inkling I have a bad day and he calls me somehow. Um, I also call my mom, my grandma. She lives in Michigan, so I'll FaceTime her. I just try to reach out to my circle and just try to laugh a little bit with them. Love Island. Oh yeah, that one is a good one. That is a nice decompressor after work.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, hot yoga. I was running for some time. I took a little break, but I just try to be mindful of it. I think it's definitely very real to get burnt out in this. Like I could totally see that being a reason why people would leave the industry. I feel like even if you are passionate and you love it, it still could hurt because we're shown so many things that the public aren't seeing also that we filter. And so and we're also on scene for a lot of things that are really difficult. So I think if you aren't mindful about trying to navigate those feelings and emotions, then it can kind of bottle up. But I don't know. I feel like just reaching out to my family typically helps out a lot. I am a big family person too. I come from 8 siblings, so it's so hard to be away from my family, but yeah, they're just a call away. So I try to do that most of the time.
Absolutely. Huge mama's boy here. There's no question about that. I definitely
Mhm.
call moms to check on her, make sure she's doing okay. If she needs anything, I'm there. No question about it. I'm the only child on her side. I do have siblings on my dad's side, but I also am a huge dad's guy too. So I love talking to my dad. We talk about sports all the time. Talk about a lot of Netflix TV shows as well. Like I'm a person that likes Squid Games and
Okay, yeah.
Stranger Things. I love shows like that. So we talk about shows like that. Um, So I love that. I love the fact that you know you talk. You're a huge family person because that kind of calms me down and gets me in my right space of mind as well.
Mhm.
Everybody's on this damn Love Island tip, which is cool. Which is cool. Mostly women that I've talked
That's a
to.
lie. That is a lie. First, I got my dad to watch it with me, and my dad is very
Mm,
he's a very personality guy. He's
okay.
interesting, but he was down. It is if you just put it on, I think more people are willing to watch it than you'd be
Okay.
surprised. Yeah.
So are you saying I should check out an episode? Because I haven't checked
Oh
out any of
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. I mean, the season just ended last night. So there's about 40 episodes. They air one every day for 2 months.
Oh
So
my God.
honestly, you're not going to get like as attached as everybody else because we've been watching them every day for 2 months, waiting to see who's going to be the winner. But I definitely think it's funny, especially like if you have a hard day to watch them go out there and do silly challenges, and even the drama is great because my life is so quiet. So sometimes I like a little bit of watching it but not experiencing it.
Sure.
So
Sure.
it's
Okay.
good. Yeah, it's great.
Okay. So I'm just for you, Renee, because
Hmm.
you seem so wonderful. You really are. I will watch at least one episode, and I
Oh
promise I will get
yeah.
back to you. I promise. Because
Yeah.
my
Let me
mother, my
know.
aunt, and
Hmm.
my stepmom have been watching it religiously.
Hmm.
And they all tell me about this Love Island stuff, and I'm like,
Hmm.
okay,
What are the
that's cool.
names that you know? Did they tell you any names?
No, they
Okay,
said they
good.
here's what they do. They tell
Uh-huh.
me that you got to watch it for yourself,
Okay,
and I'm
good.
like,
Okay.
okay, eventually I'll watch it. So yeah,
It's
we'll see
good.
about
It's
that.
good. Yeah.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Now, what is some advice that you would give someone that wants to follow in your footsteps of being in the journalism industry?
I would say just like building relationships is super important, I think, and like just kind of the um maybe attitude that you hold like in your workspaces are really important. Like you want to make sure that you're adding and um yeah, I think like following up is super important too, making sure that you don't let those opportunities slip by because you may think that you might be pestering somebody when a lot of people have so many things going on that I think like following up is a reason why I've gotten so many different opportunities that I wouldn't have gotten if I didn't.
Right.
But yeah, just like networking, making sure you're being a decent coworker. Those things go an extremely long way.
I love that. That's great advice. No doubt about that. Kind of a bonus question that came up in my mind, Renee, and that is, how difficult is it to deal with hard news stories? And what I mean by that is that how often do you take home hard news stories? Like, remember, you talked about doing sports all through your collegiate journalism career, being at Michigan State, but then you transitioned to the MMJ doing the news stories. What kind of advice would you give to somebody that has to deal with hard news stories, and how have you dealt with them?
I'm still figuring that out for sure. I started in April, so I think
Mm,
just being really open about your feelings and talking about it, I
okay.
think is helpful. I talk to my coworkers because they also work in this industry, so they understand that some days are difficult days. And I
Yeah.
know that not everybody has news stations that they work in where they feel like they can go and talk to somebody. Maybe they don't get along with the people, maybe it's not a great work environment. But I think
Sure.
just trying to talk about it with anybody, trying to get it out, and trying to watch a funny movie or something, maybe. I don't really drink, so I know some of my coworkers have advised to have a glass of wine. Maybe that
Oh
can
yeah.
help,
Yeah.
but I think
Yeah.
just talking about it for sure, because it can be really heavy and we definitely carry those emotions with us. So I think just like trying to let it go and be mindful about giving yourself like that quietness in your mind because it does feel like we're going so fast. We have a new story every day and we have like 8 hours to pump it out, and you learn a lot of information that you have to condense to a minute and 30 seconds. So it can feel like a lot, but I think yoga helps with being like mindful in that meditation part and just like getting maybe 1 hour of my day where I'm not and I'm just being mindful about empty mind. I think that that's kind of helped so far.
I like that. It's a question worth asking because you're
Mhm.
going to run into it. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this podcast and, start this platform is that people have to see the A side and the B side, right? The A side is what we do, the glamorous side of storytelling, being able to, storytell, being able to um, not just storytell, but also being able to um, go out into the community, being an advocate for the people, being a pillar in the community. But people don't know the behind the scenes, Renee. They don't know about how stories come about. They don't know about the emotions that people feel. They don't know what you're feeling when you go home after you do these stories. They don't know about the quick turnaround, right? Because, like you said, once you cover that hard news story, you still got to come back in the next day and do a whole new slew of stories. And people have to know both sides in order to put both feet in and be like, okay, you know what? This is something that I want to do. And mind you, this is a industry that I absolutely love. I would not do any other job different because I love being a journalist. But there's some people that might see you on TV and Renee be like, wow, that's the pretty faced girl that's telling me the news. She's giving me the update in my community. And they just see you at the 10 o'clock hour on TV talking with a microphone. But they don't know the 8 hours before what you're doing, right?
Mhm.
They don't know anything about that unless they ask you. And that's why I wanted to present this platform because they need to be able to understand there's a lot more to do instead of just talking in front of a camera and holding a microphone.
For sure. It's so
Yeah.
important to let people know what's going on with our jobs
Mhm.
because I had no idea when I went to college. I mean, especially in sports, I thought it was going to be easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. It was not that. It was hard work. It is very hard work. All the prep that goes into sidelining for that minute and 30 seconds is insane. And people don't get it. They think, like, oh, I want your job. Like, I can just pick up the mic and go. Oh, I wish it was that
No,
easy.
no, it's not.
Yeah,
And
no.
you know, wow, you went commercial on me. Easy
Yeah,
breezy.
yeah, yeah. She's
I
PR
love it.
trained.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I lost a couple of friends with the going back to that now because of the fact that one, they would always ask me to go out, turn up with them, go to a bar. Now I do like to work hard and play harder. That's the reason why I named the podcast that because that's how I live my life, Renee. But I also have responsibilities. I also have a calling to do my job, and my job is sports, and sports are nights and weekends, and sometimes I have to show up at a bar and leave immediately because I just got called in. Sometimes you just have to do that. And it's tough. It's tough for people on the outside that have a business type job that works 8 to 4, 9 to 5 to understand the life of a journalist.
Mhm.
Because even though you're 2 to 11, there probably have been some times, or there probably will be some times where you got to get called in. You might have breaking news, or you might have to pivot something. It probably happened in Michigan State where you were covering the game, and then all of a sudden, game went kind of long, longer than expected. You're just there, you're waiting for it to end, and you're on deadline. But it's hard for people that don't have journalism jobs to understand what the life of a journalist is.
Mhm. Yeah, it's fun to talk about because there is so much stuff that goes behind that minute and 30 seconds, and
It is.
it's a crazy process, but it's super rewarding too. So
No question. I love that. We have reached the portion of the podcast now where we're going to do my interactive game called This or That. So basically, what I do, Renee, is I throw some things at you based upon the questions, and you get to choose this or that. So, Renee, are you ready?
yes, I am.
All right, here we go. Out of these two restaurants, which restaurant would you prefer to eat at? Popeyes or KFC?
Ooh, KFC.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you
I
on
don't
that.
think I've ever had Popeyes.
Oh, hell no.
I
Oh, no.
know.
My Lord. My
Do they
Lord.
have them in the Midwest? I'll go right now. Stop.
Well, they might not because in the Midwest they have canes, raising
Oh,
canes. So they might not have Popeyes. But
I
you
think
live
they
in
might have
California,
Popeyes.
though. You was in Riverside. They got Popeyes out there.
I know. My family was a KFC family. I don't know what to say.
Okay. Yeah, just promise me we can change that. Can we change that one
Yeah,
day?
I'm open. I love
Okay.
trying new foods. Totally
That's
open to
all. That's
that.
all I care about. That's all I care about. We're gonna move on to this. You had chicken wings, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Hmm.
Out of these two flavors, which one are you putting on the chicken wing? Barbecue or lemon pepper?
Barbecue.
Okay. Do you like your wings wet or dry?
What?
Do you
Always
like your always wet? Okay.
barbecue,
Do,
always wet. Gots too.
do
Boneless.
you?
Unfortunately, I know it's not a fan favorite, but
Oh my
I
gosh.
know me and my chicken tendies.
But you like to get messy is what I
I'm
hear.
down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I come from a family of tacos, we get down with food. I'm not
Okay.
shy with
That
finger
brings a
foods,
smile to my face,
handhelds.
girl. I like that.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm huge into the boneless wings and the barbecue boneless wings. I'm huge into that. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Blue cheese or ranch?
I haven't tried any.
What? You don't do no dressing with your wings?
No, 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 no. I do lemon buffalo sauce, barbecue
Uh-huh.
sauce.
But
Um
you never like dunk your wing in some ranch?
no, I never had ranch before. No. Mm-mm.
What? Wait,
So how about
never
this?
had ranch before, like with your food ever? No ranch?
Ever. Yeah, no ranch.
No?
No. No. So how about
What?
this? How about this? I'll get you to try
That's
some Popeyes and then we'll go and you'll show me some ranch. How about that?
that is absolutely insane that you've never had ranch. I feel like ranch is a staple as an American, like peanut butter and ranch.
Mm, well, I don't know. I
I
don't know
mean,
about that one, Renee. I don't know about that one. I don't
maybe
know
if
about
you
that one.
ask Europeans, they'll agree with me. I don't know. I feel like they think that Americans just eat peanut butter and ranch with everything.
Well, listen, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm willing to try ranch with you if you're
You
willing
got
to try
to. I
Popeyes.
got it. Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
it. I'm willing to try. Listen, I'm willing to try anything once.
Okay.
That's for sure. No question. Okay. These next four questions
Mhm.
have to do with music concerts you rather attend. Okay, so
Okay.
here we go. Which music concert would you rather go to? Casey Musgraves or Carrie Underwood?
Carrie Underwood.
Okay, I like that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Which music concert would you rather go to? Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Oh, you're trying to get me in some trouble. That's funny. You know what? I'm a 97 baby, so I'm gonna say Drake. I'm an LA girl, and Kendrick did some amazing things for the city, but Drake has been tried and true since Degrassi for me, so it's kind of hard to switch up now.
Wow. The woman brought the grassy into it. Okay, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Team Drizzy. Okay, here we go.
I wouldn't go that far, but I would say I'd go to his concert for sure. I would have more to sing to. I could sing along to more of his songs.
You certainly can. Okay, here we go. That's funny. I love that. Which music concert would you rather go to? Would you rather go see SZA or her?
Ooh, SZA. SZA. I only know a few of her songs, but SZA, oh my gosh, her voice is just, and she's an amazing performer too. She's great.
Yes, he is. No
Hmm.
question. Okay. Which music concert would you rather go to? I'm just gonna ask this for fun. Justin Bieber or The Weeknd?
I am a believer. I am a believer since he was still living in Canada. I had his poster on my wall. My mom got it shipped in from Canada for Christmas.
Wow. Wow.
I've seen him 3 times front row. I am a believer for sure. His new album just came out yesterday. Pretty good.
I was just about to ask you because I have not listened
Hmm.
to it yet.
He has a song about Haley called Go Baby that I like. I think it's fun. I think it gives me the whole album kind of gives me like Michael Jackson, Chris Brown vibes. I really like
Yeah.
it. Hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna have to
Hmm.
listen to that. I'm definitely gonna have to
Hmm.
listen to that for sure. Because I do like Justin Bieber. I like his older stuff, but he ain't came out with an album in a minute. But his new album, I believe, is called Swag. And I just have not heard it yet, but I promise when I get off here with you, I'm definitely gonna listen to it for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Not favorite, but which sport would you rather watch on TV? Would you rather watch basketball or hockey?
Ooh, basketball. Hockey is hard. I reported
Yeah,
on hockey a few times in college, and that is a hard sport to follow.
no
It's
question.
it's difficult. It's quick, very
Yes,
quick. You
it is.
cannot take your eyes off the screen. Yeah.
You'll miss a goal. You'll miss a goal if you do. No
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Okay. Which sport would you rather play? Badminton or bowling?
Bowling. Yeah, my mom loves bowling, so maybe I got it in my genes, hopefully. I feel like I'd be real bad at badminton. I don't know. So I'd go with
Okay.
bowling.
Are you a good bowler?
I can
That's
be
that's a
with
no.
some
That's a no.
training.
That's a no. That's cap.
I can be with some training. Look, I'll be lifting equipment all day, every day. So these arms are ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah, but Renee, you took too long to answer the question. That's a no. Yeah, that is a no. But that's
Ugh.
okay.
I
That's
wouldn't
all
bet
right.
money on me, but
Right.
maybe I would. I would bet
Do
money
you
on
do
me.
you
Actually,
need the
matter of
bumpers?
fact,
Do you need the bumpers?
no, I'm good.
Why you take a long pause to answer that question? You took a long pause and said, "No, I'm good." I was like, "Okay, all right. You sure? You good?
Yeah, I got this. Straight
Okay,
down.
okay, all
It's
right."
gonna be an
All right.
ace, right? That's what happened. That's what it's called.
No, it's
An
it's
ace
called a
is
strike.
two, huh?
It's
Strike.
called it's
It's
called a
gonna be a
strike.
strike. An ace is when you have one left, right?
No, that is a spare.
All
Okay,
right.
we
I
gonna
promise I
pivot.
know more about bowling than badminton, though. So
Okay, okay, I feel you on that. Okay, we definitely gonna pivot. Do you like dessert?
I love dessert. Yes, I am a donut person. Love,
Okay,
love me a donut. That is my guilty pleasure. Every time I'm off, pretty much every Tuesday, I go to
yeah,
Greenbush Donuts over here in
yeah,
Madison. It's right by Camp
okay,
Randall. They got the best donuts. I always get in there. I get it's like it's like the cake donut with vanilla icing and coconut shreds.
okay.
Love coconut shreds. So,
All right. All
mm-hmm.
right, I like that. So here, I'm gonna name four categories of desserts. You got to choose one of these categories that you'll never eat again. So here we go.
Okay.
First category is cake slash pies. They're grouped together.
Okay.
The next one is candy. The
Mm-hmm.
next one is ice cream. The
Mm-hmm.
last one is cookies. Which one are you
Mm-hmm.
getting rid of?
Cookies.
Wow. Okay. Shocker on that one. That is a shocker. Okay. Now, what's your
Yes.
favorite ice cream?
Ooh, pistachio. My
Well,
favorite.
well, Renee, I mean, you've been absolutely lovely all conversation long, but you have just proven
Thanks.
that you are not perfect. That's just what you've just proven. You've just proven it. It's okay. It's all right. Out of all flavors, pistachio. Oh my gosh, I can't eat ice cream with you. That's for sure. Because I'll get allergic. I'm allergic to nuts, so that I cannot do it. That's for sure. But that's
I
okay.
am so sorry to hear that because pistachio ice cream is phenomenal.
No, I understand. I get it. I totally get it. I'm a cookies and cream guy, and I'm also a chocolate chip cookie dough guy. So that's me for sure.
Mm.
Okay, that's what's up. Do you like potato chips?
Potato chips, yes. Yeah.
Okay, same format. I'm gonna name four brands. You got to choose one of these
Okay.
brands to get rid of.
Mhm.
Here we go. First brand is Doritos. The next brand is Lay's. The third brand is Pringles. The last brand is Ruffles. Which one are you getting rid of?
Ooh, I would say, man, I don't really care for any of them, to be honest with you. I would say Lay's because they're super thin
All
and
right.
I like more of like the crunch. So I'm gonna
Okay. So
say
what's
Lay's.
your favorite chip then?
Ooh, an extremely hard question. I would
Okay.
say Sun Chips. I like Sun Chips a lot.
Oh gosh.
The garden salsa.
The what?
The garden salsa. Also, the sweet chili Doritos are pretty good too. The purple bag.
Okay, you rebounded. Those are pretty good. Cause I'm like, you rebounded. The sun
Okay, good.
chips. What? Oh my
Yeah.
lord. Those are the fourth worst chips ever made.
Stop. No, you already called them all out in your four group. Those were the
Oh
four
my
worst
God.
chips besides the Doritos.
Lord have mercy. We're not even gonna be able to eat anything.
I
Oh Lord.
know. I know
It's
it's
okay.
it's all my food, so I'm good. It's more
Yeah,
for me. I don't have
I
to share
understand.
my food.
That's true. That's true. At least we got wings. At least we got
Yeah.
wings. How about
Yeah.
that? That's awesome. Okay, that's what's up. Did pretty good on this or that. Very decisive. Let me ask you this next question, which is the top four question. Give me a bucket list of events or stories that you would like to do in your journalism career. They can be news or sports combined.
Okay. I don't have any news, unfortunately. Maybe it's because I just started out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but as far as sports go, I would love to cover Formula One in Mexico. I
Okay.
think that that would be really cool just because that's where my family's from. And I know that they are
Absolutely.
incredible sport fans out there. So I would love to get to do that. Um, I would say also, I'd love to go to the US Open and cover that. That would be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Um,
In New York, no doubt.
yeah, yeah. I had a friend who was working with me when I was a utility, and he brought me back like one of the little magnets from the US Open. That was super cool. So I have like a little bit of it, but it's like it's a reminder like I gotta get there,
Absolutely.
one day for sure.
Oh, no doubt.
Um, and then I guess covering any Chargers game would be like a dream for me. If Justin is there still, that would be mind blowing. I did get to cover Justin actually. He came and played a celebrity foursome golf tournament here in Madison, and I got to
Okay.
go over from the station and I got to cover that. That was kind of like almost a dream come true. When I finished, I was like, okay, I can retire now, like I've done
That's
everything I
my
was
guy.
set out to do. Yeah.
I love
So
me some Justin Herbert. That's my guy.
yeah, if I could cover the whole team, that would be ideal. Um,
Sure.
yeah, I think the Olympics, I got to work the Olympics from the headquarters, but I know that they're going to be in LA and I want to be there. So, if I get to cover it, that's ideal. But I'll just go as a fan. My family lives right there, so I will be pulling up for sure to that.
Oh, no question about that. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
Olympics for me. Definitely the NBA Finals. Since I got a chance to do the Super Bowl last February, I'm good with that. But I would love to do a national championship game or a college football playoff, something similar to that. And then I would say my fourth one is probably going to be maybe the World Series. I'd like to see my Padres in the
Okay.
World Series. That would be amazing. That'd be amazing, no doubt.
Okay, yeah, those are some good
Yeah,
ones.
thank you. I appreciate it. Now,
Mhm.
what is some advice that someone has gave you that you hold on dearly to?
I think my mom is always telling me to be myself, and so I would say that's probably the only thing that I'm constantly reminding myself and I kind of hold on to. Just really that, I think.
Okay,
Hmm.
I like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know what?
Hmm.
This has been a dope conversation. And I really do appreciate you coming on my podcast and being just the bubbly, wonderful personality of yourself. Learning the fact that you are from California as well, moving to the Midwest, just like myself. We have a lot of things in common, but we also have some major differences too. There's no question about that. But it's amazing to hear your story and hear how you got into journalism. I am a new fan of yours, and I'm going to be following you for the rest of your career. I really do
Aw.
appreciate you.